You ready?
My coach, Barbara H. Smith. Why did I hire her? Because she's the best.
Barbara H. Smith is a powerhouse. She just walks in the room and grabs your attention, and she does that in a way that just makes you feel loved and like she's paying attention to you. She cares about you, and she wants to see you be your best self.
She was able to dig inside and find the passion that was deep within me.
Barbara's energy is one of the reasons that I had to have her as my coach. I loved the way she is real with people.
The reason I felt like I needed a coach was because I have some big goals and I needed to build my confidence. I knew that Barbara could help me do that.
I felt that I could trust her.
I would definitely recommend to get coaching from Barbara H. Smith if you feel like you need to level up your confidence. She would just help you feel like bold, like you can take on the world.
She has really shown me who I am. She has changed my mindset to a place that I know that I am more powerful today than I would have ever been if I had never met Barbara Smith.
Here we go. It's Thursday. It is 3/4 of the month gone. Oh my God. 3/4 of the year gone. Mind blown. Let me tell you, this is the Empowering You Show, and I'm so glad you are here. Thank you for showing up and showing us the love that you show. Why do we do the Empowering You Show? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. It's because we want to showcase small businesses and business owners that are doing phenomenal things all over the globe. This is a phenomenal place to showcase your talent, your skills, your gifts. What are you bringing to the marketplace? You can show us right here on the Empowering You Show. And to help us do that, we have an amazing co-host who does everything. I call her the sexy, smooth, sassy Chef Shani.
Ooh, I like that. I like that so much. But you have to add another adjective for me now.
Okay.
Refueled.
The refuel. There's engine. There's fire in that. There's fire in that.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So what has you so fire? First of all, it is so good to see you again. We were together last week in the physical touching mode.
Yeah.
So I was super excited always to see you in the flesh. But what has you so excited today?
What has me so excited? I'm still on a high. And you know what? I've talked to some of the ladies who were in the building with us at the Sisters Inspire Sisters to Advance retreat that was in the beautiful Ocean City, Maryland. I'm still talking to them. We're still in a group chat and they're still talking about how they're still on a high. It felt like so quick because it was just nonstop goodness. It was like, I don't know, Christmas morning kind of, because we all got our gifts at a different time. You know, when you have siblings, you don't all open your presents at once. You let them open and you enjoy them and love it with them. And then the next person. And that is exactly how this weekend was. Some women talked about how Friday passed, Saturday passed, and then Sunday they had yet another breakthrough. So it was literally like, we all took turns opening our gifts and we all got to enjoy it. It was phenomenal.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing that. You know what was interesting for me at the retreat was watching everyone else. It was the second annual retreat, and it was my first time sitting back and actually enjoying and taking in all the sights and sounds. The first time I was just harrowed, just running here, doing that. And this time, thanks to my team, Shani Smith, head of the class, Ella House, all about event. Now see, you had to go there. That is not what I meant. That is not. The head of the class, meaning the first class excellence that you exuded and took care of everything and lined things up and made sure things happened. Who's on first? I don't know who's on second. And I didn't care on third because I knew Shawnee Smith had it. And then Ella House in All About Events. The event was beautiful from Friday through Sunday. Everything, single thing was laid out meticulously. All of the planning that went into the balloons. Now, and let me just pause right here about balloon art. She made a comment that, oh, anybody could do this. No, sis, not everybody could do this. If I was in charge of the pole balloon, the balloon that she wrapped around the pole, there would be no balloons on there. They'd all been popped. But she did that in such a meticulous way that most people, until I pointed it out, did not even know that they were balloons. They thought it was a pole that had been stripe painted in our signature colors, blue, silver, and gray. And so when I went over and showed them that, no, Ella House of All About Events wrapped these balloons in such a way that it looked like a barber pole in blue and gray. And I just, beyond the moon with her artistic ability. And she had a vision before she got to the event of what the banquet hall would look like. And she changed her mind. And she changed the plan. And she changed the decor on the fly.
And it was gorgeous.
Oh my God, beyond gorgeous. Oh, sis, no, not everybody can do that.
No.
Okay, so just kudos to her. And then, not to diminish the expertise of our human resource director, Dr. Terry James, who came in and got in when she fit in and helped bringing up supplies and helped making sure all of the guests were seated and helped making sure the speakers were intact and helped making sure that all of what was supposed to happen was happening in the background. That is true excellence. And I so appreciate all of the ladies on Team BHS and Associates. And Ella had the nerve to say, thank me for letting her do her vision. That's not my lane, sis. And I messed that lane up last year. Trust.
Yes.
So I made up.
I'm glad you got a driver this year. Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not. This is your lane. Whatever you say goes. This is your lane. And then we had some additional team members who signed on the fly. Leah's catering. Oh my God. And Kendra with all of the print work for the journals and bottles, water bottles with Sister 2023 on. These ladies came in seriously, almost like out of nowhere, joined in the team and made things happen that made the event look so seamless. I am so grateful, over the moon excited, exhausted excited, but I want to thank all of these ladies.
Right.
And then not to mention our sponsors, but we'll talk about our sponsors in a few minutes. There was one other person that I really want to thank who was supposed to be a part of the program and had some interjection, I'll put it that way, in her schedule, but still showed up. And that is Roxy. What's Roxy's last name anyway? I forget.
I don't want to mispronounce the last name, so we'll just go with the fabulous Roxy.
Roxy to sing. And she showed up and showed slam out, even not being part of the program.
Listen, it was like in surround sound with no mic. It was like, is this voice coming out of her face?
Yeah.
Real?
Yeah. So that food, Friday night, we got there for the meet and greet. Friday night was, getting to see all the ladies and meet most of them. All of them didn't come in on Friday night, but the ones that came in, they were ready. They were geared up and ready to see and experience what they were going to get. What do you think happened on Friday night that you remember?
Oh my gosh. What happened is that immediately just about everybody took their mask off and just was open to the experience. Some of them had no expectations. other than good ones, of course, but no real expectations of what's going to happen, and came in and there was at no point a time where we were like, I don't know about this one here. Everybody was open and hugged, and like we were long lost sisters.
Yeah, we belonged. We all belonged.
Yeah. And at that point, we'd only had like conversation through email and phone, like we hadn't met each other, some virtually, but not in person. And it was like, oh my gosh, I think we should just tease them a little bit and show them what our food looked like, and maybe let them hear Roxy.
I think that's
good. Roxy. You think we should let them do that?
I think that's a good idea.
Only a teaser, because you should have been there. That's it. You get a little taste. I think our producer.
So good.
Your mic was muted. What were you trying to say?
I was like, oh, I forgot. She did a charcuterie tray. I almost can't say it. My mouth is salivating right now. In the initials BHS. I was so excited about that as a surprise. And then the string beans, like everybody was trying to figure out what is that ingredient in the string beans that made them so good. And then we're in Maryland, of course, king of crabland. And she made crab balls, they were just delicious on Friday night. It was so good. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, Leah's Catering came in from Baltimore. That's a little hike. It was about, just under 3 hours to get there. The hardest street of KB really came through, like you said, with the journals and the bottles, and her part of the business where she created BHS is never bored. You get it? Like, charcuterie board, but it's always something fantastic. So you're never bored with it.
That's good. It was tasty too. Delicious. It was nutritious. I think about that movie with Barbershop, I think it was. Nutritious and delicious.
I just want to say too, those meatballs, I'm vegan, so I didn't eat that, but the meatballs had barbecue bomb in there. Little plug, shameless plug there. Green beans had a little bit of Mary Greens, and the pasta salad also was featuring Mary Greens. So Kendu was in the house.
Yeah, Kendu was definitely in the house. And that pasta salad, I believe it was Lisa Santiago McNeil who said, I don't even eat pasta salad. And when I tasted that pasta salad, I could have had 5 of those cups. I think I did have 5 of those cups. I think I covered up. I think I covered up some of those cups and put them in my refrigerator. Speaking of refrigerator, every suite, we got to go back there next year. There's no question.
No.
Every suite, every room was a suite. Mm-hmm. Every suite had a full-on refrigerator, stove, microwave, and dishwasher. Full on. Not
and blender and toaster and jacuzzi tub. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. We're going back in 2 weeks, actually.
Amazing. They were amazing. Everybody had a view of water, either the bay side or the ocean side. They had a view of water. And I'm not talking in the distance. Right. I'm talking go out of the hotel right into from the boardwalk to the sand. Mm-hmm. It was just an amazing time.
And a private balcony. All right, This is it. That's it. I'm going to show you guys real quick Roxy, okay? So you can hear her greatness. But then we're going to get into the meat of this. Let them see it or no?
Yes.
All right. I'll show you.
For us, as soon as I give her the moment. My favorite song. You know which one it is.
Yes. Well, I think so.
Yeah, you do. Come on in. You're going to get to hear Roxy. All right, Roxy.
really hope you guys like it.
Oh, no, we won't.
If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you every step of the way. And I will always love you. We'll always love you. You, my darling, you. Oh, bittersweet memories. That is all I'm taking with me. So goodbye. Please don't cry. We both know I'm not what you need. And I will always love you. Will always love
Just saying, yes, Roxy. And for you all to know, that wasn't all of it. That was the first part of that song. Then she killed it. Killed it to the point that I'm not going to show you because there were so many people so touched in the room that you almost can't hear Roxy through all of it. A lot of comments. But it was phenomenal. Please, I will make sure she gets the message. Send me an email
Yeah.
at support@Barbara H. Smith if you want to see Roxy at your event. Just saying. Because she,
Yeah.
woo.
And we're going to try to get her on the show too, so that she can sing that song in its entirety, or another song, because when we heard her in the lobby of the hotel.
Mhm.
We first heard her and we asked her to be a person to be on our program. And unfortunately, our schedules didn't connect. So yeah, she's definitely one to watch for. Definitely one to watch for. And she loves Whitney songs, and she can sing Whitney songs because everybody can't sing Whitney songs.
She sang it. But
She sang it.
I would say, what would say you for your most impactful statement or moment during the retreat?
That's hard to say if you say the most, just one, because I had so many.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the breakthroughs that not just I had, but the sharing of the women who poured out their souls. They had this idea, as you said previously, of what might happen. But some of them were not expecting to be as transparent as they actually did. And the same thing happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
They came with their mask and their things and their baggage and the stuff that we carry as people, especially women. They came with all the stuff. And they looked around the room, some of them looked around the room and says, I don't know if I belong here. And they discovered that even those who have the title doctor, even those who have the title educator, even those who have these illustrious careers, still all have stuff
Uh-huh.
that they're trying and working on healing from. And
Mhm.
that was most impactful to me. So that the person who felt like they didn't belong found out that they did belong.
Right.
And that's exactly where they belonged. That's what was impactful for me.
It's like they took their mask off and stuffed it right in those beautiful swag bags, just saying. But stuffed them right in there and said, all right, I'm done with that.
Right.
And just based off the conversations we've had over the last couple of days, they're still on that. They're still feeling it. Some of them got home and didn't unpack. They went right to work.
Wow.
When I say work, I don't mean back to their 9 to 5. Their work on themselves and said, you know what? It's right. I'm putting me on the calendar. I'm putting me on the calendar because I got to get to work on me, because they really got the message that no matter what happens, no matter what doors open, if you don't fix this here,
Right.
that mindset, the blessing will never unfold the way it was supposed to, because you'll still have these limited beliefs. So for me, that was like my biggest prayer, that everybody who needed to hear that not only heard it, chewed on it, took what they needed out of that, and really got it. And they got it.
Yeah. And you know, to your point, the strategies that they got, you know, for example, Michelle laid out a strategic plan for everybody.
Did she tell him? Did she tell him like it was? She said, if you won't do it to get a man, don't do it to get a sale. And then when she talked about the girlfriend experience, like, look, don't you start something that you don't want to finish. This is not what it's like. Okay, you're going to start off and you're going to finish. That's how you don't start nothing. Don't start, there won't be none.
It was, and we heard from everyone. You know, there are people who are timid or shy. And when I heard Dr. Brown said, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone and I'm going to speak up for myself, I was blown away, because I know Dr. Brown, and she's very, very quiet and very, I don't want to say timid, because she's not timid. She's very reserved.
Mm-hmm.
And so she doesn't step up and step out as much as she could or should. But at the retreat, that sister was bold to say, I'm standing in my truth and I'm going to get some things done. So everybody had an opportunity.
Everybody.
That's the one thing. The other thing that I love so much is everybody had an opportunity to speak what was on their heart, in their mind, and there was no judgment whatsoever. That's awesome.
Okay. We got a breakthrough from somebody in their 30s. We got a breakthrough from somebody who's in their 80s, because everybody was represented there. We had some tough conversations even too.
Oh yeah, we had
or what would appear to be tough, but it was just an open, transparent thing. Like, hey, listen,
this is the real deal.
This is the real. This is life, and then we are here for you. And no one felt like they were taking. Everybody could understand that they were adding to. Oh my gosh, it was just, if you missed it, I think, as a director of operations, I will put a package together for you to get the replay of the workshop. But I gotta see. No, I'm messing. When it's ready, we will give you a glimpse of the workshop. But make sure we have a special surprise for you coming up next month. But make sure, because we're gonna make it easier for you, even easier for you, to make sure that you're there next year. Because you don't even understand. Even if you think you have it all together, you don't. But even if you thought you did, come and pour into someone else. You don't know who needs you. You don't know who you are assigned to.
Yeah, that's it.
Woo, that was so good. Wait, I was proud of myself. That was good.
You should have been proud of yourself.
I can't wait to watch some of the replays, because some of the things, when I was taking pictures, mentally, I can't really walk and chew gum at the same time. So sometimes I'm focused on that, but I can't wait. I mean, flex on the beach, that first
morning
yoga session outside. This time I feel like it went faster than last year. Watching as the earth shifted and the sun starts to peak up more, it was literally almost like somebody was just turning the wheel, like, okay, here you go, there you go, bam, all of it, and it was like, wow.
And we still got the dolphin show.
Yes, and I still saw dolphins. Even the day when it was cloudy.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, because we still got to see the sun over the clouds. So
yes.
It's good. And we're talking about bits and pieces in different orders of
I know, I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm not excited.
Parents, but everybody had the same reaction as we're having. And that's what made my heart so happy. Because those of you who don't know, I almost canceled it. I came this close to canceling it because I couldn't see with my visual eyes that it was coming together. I couldn't see it. And we had an operations meeting. The team and I sat down, and one person said, so at what point do we pull the plug? And out of my mouth came, we're not pulling the plug.
All right. I'm like, listen, the download was for you. That was between you and God. It wasn't a conference call. What did he say? Did he say go ahead? If that's it, then we're going full steam ahead.
Let's go. And thank God for my mom, who is always in the background, cheering the loudest and the longest, and kept saying to me, "Stop worrying. He's gonna come through. God's gonna come through." And I'm so happy that I listened this time. So happy that I listened. Well, it was a great testament to the power of sisterhood. And I am looking so forward to 2024, and we are starting planning now. So we will have some details for you as soon as December. And you want to get on this train because we're still going to limit it to a certain number. We haven't decided what number that is yet, but we're still going to limit it to a certain number because it's so powerful at this size.
Right. I'm excited. So
what else you got, Shani? What else is going on?
Well, somebody did something pretty amazing yesterday, right?
Oh yeah, that part.
Somebody's got something pretty amazing going on this Saturday, right?
Yeah, that part.
Oh, and next month, somebody's going to be doing what? A TED Talk.
Speaking on a TED stage.
Oh, if you like, I'll do some coaching with you. I know a coach that has coached me, and I can throw it right back at you. Okay.
This weekend coming up, if you do not have your Behind the Mask Gala tickets, this is an event that supports domestic violence. And as a survivor of domestic violence, I will be speaking in Hampton, Virginia. I don't know if we have the link to scroll across the bottom, but I would love to see you there if you're in the 757 or vicinity and you want to come. It's to support Ayakasa and I Am Enough Retreat. Ayakasa and I Am Enough Retreat is hosting this gala, and it is to support women who have been victims of domestic violence. So I would love to see you there. It is going to be a phenomenal gala. They have the details and plans are already done and made, and they're waiting to see who's going to show up. And I hope that would be you. Again, it's Ayakasa and I Am Enough Retreat coming together, joining forces to support women who have been victims of domestic violence. And as this is the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it would be helpful. There's the link. It would be helpful to have your support at the Behind the Mask Gala. Again, the Behind the Mask Gala is happening this Saturday. This Saturday evening, you can get your tickets or support at the link below, bit.ly/Behind the Mask Gala. And we appreciate your ongoing support of women who have had traumatic experiences, because when a woman is affected, the whole family is affected.
Exactly. And people don't understand that trickle down effect.
Yeah.
So the kids have their own version of what happened, but they don't know everything. but now they are dealing with a mother who's damaged.
Right. And for a long time, unless there's help. And this is the way to help those mothers get help. Those women, they're not always mothers, but women who need the help and support. So please go to bit.ly/behind the mask gala and get your ticket or support. Either or is good. Support Ayakasa. That's Ella House's organization, nonprofit, 501c3, or
I Am Enough.
I Am Enough.
I Am Enough retreat.
With Gloria Henderson. So
this link will take you right to the Eventbrite, and you'll find out more about the event. It's obviously in the Hampton, Virginia area. However, you can go ahead and get a ticket to donate to someone else or just to support. Period.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody knows somebody who hasn't been affected.
Yeah. I was at the Virginia Peninsula Community College yesterday, workforce development, not getting an assignment for workforce companies. And I ran into a good, dear person of mine, and that is Connie Hoover. And Connie was also there to become an instructor for the college. And it was interesting that she said, I'm going to be speaking at an event for domestic violence. And I said, then so am I. She says, oh, but I am a survivor of domestic violence. I said, and so am I. And she says, I never knew that. I said, I don't remember not telling you that. But it was interesting that she had this view that she was speaking as a survivor, somebody who has walked those shoes, but I was not. And so for you out there who may not know, I am too a survivor of domestic violence. And so I speak out now, but I didn't always. And so maybe that's when she first met me years and years and years ago. We were both members of National Speakers Association, and maybe I didn't talk about it there, but I talk about it now.
But that's a testament of that. We don't look like what we've been through.
Come on.
You know, that we go through the fire, but we don't smell like smoke. And people forget that, particularly when they're in the fire at the same time or haven't found a way to get the smut off of them, you know. But no, we have all been through some things.
Yeah. And that's part of my talk this weekend. You know the story. You know, you see the glory, but you don't really know the story. So let's talk about that. Anyway, I took that from a preacher one time. He said, you see my glory.
Technically a preacher, Miss Ma'am.
You don't know the story.
You got to go do some in between there. What are you doing in Detroit?
Oh, in Detroit. We're going to Detroit very soon. And the Toyota organization is hosting MBEs, Minority Business Enterprises. And I am a certified, my company, BHS and Associates, is certified. Our company is certified as a minority business enterprise through the National Minority Development Council, NMSDC, by way of Carolina, Virginia National Minority Development Council, better known as the council. But anyway, they are hosting an event to come and meet the Toyota suppliers and get work directly from the Toyota suppliers. So I'm going to represent BHS and Associates and get some contracts as a trainer for some of these suppliers. That's what my goal is.
Right, because many people know that you are the celebrity coach trainer and you can help somebody with a small business and or not, right? Just learn how to better communicate. But what they might not know is that we also do corporate training.
Yes.
You know, we train the trainer.
That's right.
You know, so that they can go off and make it more easy for other people to understand.
Leaders training leaders. That's what it's about. And so our company does that. And so we're going to represent BHS and Associates and leadership training so that they know about us. And so that's happening in Detroit, the first part of the new month. And then I'm gearing up for Mama's birthday.
No, then you're gearing up for Mellon Street.
Oh, yeah.
Then you're gearing up for Mama's birthday.
Both of those people.
Calendar is full, full. Okay.
So your comment to me about giving myself grace, I sometimes forget the things that we have on the plate. Yeah. So
luckily I'm here to remind you, like, look, see, I got a picture. You was eating right there. You was eating right here. So that way I'll remind you what's on the plate. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing screenshots. See this? Working.
Yeah, Mellon Street is November the 18th here in Hampton Roads. So
that's exciting.
We'll tell you about that later. You know, we got to do one thing at a time. We got to get one thing at a time.
Does that kind of like say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest type of thing?
Yeah.
One thing at a time. There's too many things going on to be one thing at a time. Okay, I'm just saying. But
thank you for keeping me straight, keeping it all straight and together, because it would be everywhere if I did not have a team. Thank God for our team.
That's that Virgo stuff there.
So grateful. So grateful for my team. The BHS team is, bar none, some of the best people who have my best interest at heart and have the organization's best interest forward reaching at heart. And so I can't even say it enough that I do appreciate you so much, Shawnee. It's just,
I mean, I have to thank the person who brought me out. Okay. I didn't know who I was. You know, I had titles, but I wasn't really sure like who I was. You know, I was somebody's mom, I was somebody's wife, I was somebody's caregiver, I was somebody's manager, you know, but who am I? You know, so just reading Speak Coach Train twice, 2.5 really kind of helped me start to jot some things down. The first time around, I didn't want to write in the book. That's just a little quirk I had. Don't ask me why. I had a notebook, right? I'm like, I'm not writing in it. Crazy. But, you know, just
write it.
Who am I? Right.
It's a book to write in.
It is a book to write in.
Okay.
I said it was a quirk I have.
Oh, okay.
I wrote in it the second time around. A little bit. But once that other half, that 2.5, then I'm like, all right, let me start writing. You know, I kind of felt like, don't tell anybody, right? Nobody's watching, right? Ha, they hear me. But I kind of didn't really want to say where I was. I wanted to do some development and then start there. I wanted to kind of cheat, like, you know, no, I don't want to start from here. I don't really want to know. I don't want anybody to know that. And anybody
has to know it. It's yours.
Anybody was me, right? But you know.
That's the funny part. The funny part is you're only talking to you. In the book, you're only talking to you. There's nobody else there.
It's my book, but you know, whatever. But that's crazy. Now saying it out loud, that sounds real crazy. But that's my truth. Okay. I didn't really want to say where I was because I didn't know where I was. So I felt like, all right, let me get through this book. Maybe I'll discover my passion and then I'll start over and do it the next time. Okay, now I think I got it. But it does sound crazy saying it out loud. Yeah, whatever. That's my truth, y'all. Okay.
But it helped you get to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the purpose of Speak Coach Training. I'm so happy you said that, because we want more people to get to the place where they're walking in their truth and they know. You know, because once you start walking in your truth, nobody can really knock you off your peg, off your square.
Right. And my dad has said that my entire life. Don't let anybody knock you off your square.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I stop listening to other people saying, well, you should be a construction manager. You are so good at coordinating things. You should be a boutique owner because you're so good with seeing the vision that people want to have in their wedding. You should be whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Not understanding what my passion is. And my passion is helping other people see the greatness inside them and then bringing it up and out so that they can serve the world in their lane.
Right.
And that's what Speak Coach Train, Strategies to Discover Your Passion, is all about. I had to figure it out first, and then I can share it.
Well, I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad you did. But this is what I'm going to say. If you don't have your notifications turned on, turn them on. There's going to be so much happening in this final quarter of 2023 that you don't want to miss anything. And all I can really do is laugh about it. Is that, oh, it's so good. It's so good what is coming. But
they got to subscribe first to the YouTube channel.
Well, you better be subscribed. I'm saying turn your notifications on. That means that's an automatic that you better be subscribed. But if you're not, here, I'm going to help you out. bit.ly/lowercase EYS, capital YOU, capital TUBE, like YouTube, the way it's spelled. EYS, YouTube. Go there, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Check us out on social media at The Real Barbara H. Smith on Instagram, Coach Barbara H. Smith on Facebook, and Barbara H. Smith on LinkedIn. But if not, you can go to the link tree. It's
real easy.
Tell them the link tree.
Or they can do it even easier than that. Just go to barbarahsmith.com. It's all there.
It's all there. Stay with us. People, you want to stay connected. We are bringing you guests that are going to knock your socks off. We're bringing you workshops that are going to knock your socks off. We want to help you excel and get the momentum to run with this thing. Take the ball, score the touchdown. Just saying. I want to thank, before we head out, I want to thank our sponsors again.
Yes.
Because they help bring it the extra icing on the cake. Because people were like, wait, what? I got all this? You got all this, sis. Yes, sis. So I want to thank BHS and Associates, our #1 sponsor. Just saying. Marcia's Consulting, Can Do Spice, Primus Bank, LaShawna Epps, The Hardistry of KB, Aurora Luna, Casa Q, Love Me Sammy, Lip Love, All About Events, Leah's Catering, A Mill, Women Who Wow, Lois Barth, Amazing You, Pamela D. Marshall, Empowerment Publishing and Multimedia, Biz E Business, Randolph Unlimited, Lotus Roche Ignites, Boutique to You, Tasty Chef, the Ask You Group, CMV Communicators, JF Global Enterprises, and Donna Graves. Without you, we could not have made the event as impactful and enjoyable and luxurious as we did. So thank you again so much. Is there any last things you want to give them, Miss Barbara H. Smith?
Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart to the top of my head, I can't thank you enough. All of you who contributed, all of you who prayed, all of you who cheered, all of you who came, all of you who did anything in any way to make this a tremendous success that it was. Thank you, Holiday Inn Hotel and Suites. Oh my God, Jamie Spicer and the crew. Thank you so much. We appreciate your hospitality. And I might have to change my attitude about Holiday Inns, but anyway.
Yeah, right.
They treated us really, really nice there. They really, really did. And it looks like from all intents and purpose, we will be back at the Holiday Inn Suites in Ocean City, Maryland. You know what time it is. It's time for you to step into your greatness, because the world is truly waiting for you. That's our show today. Thank you so much, Shani, for all you do for BHS and Associates. That's our time. See you next week.
See you next week.
child of the Most High God. He has gifted me in ways that I could not even imagine and didn't know.
There was a time when I didn't know who I was. I listened to other people tell me who I should be, what I should do. I listened to people telling me that I should be a boutique owner, that I should be a construction manager, that I should be a laborer. Have you ever felt like you should do something else, be something else, go somewhere else, be wherever you wanted to be, and you felt like you were in a box? Anybody in the room? And you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? And you kept trying to go and you couldn't get out? Anybody in the room? But let me tell you, you need to rock the box. Rock the box.
I am engaging, inspiring, and empowering. I would give you everything I know. Just by touching you, if I could, by osmosis, give you every single thing I've learned, I've gone through, I know I would. We know that's not possible, but as it is possible, I love to share information with people.
Some of you out there, people have told you that you can't be, you can't have, you can't do. But I will tell you, like Kingston said, you can, you must, and you will. If it's to be, it's going to be me. You got to say it. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be. If it's to be, it's going to be.
Barbara is because she believed what her mama said about her and not what other people told her.
Every day you wake up, when you're in a situation, it's your choice whether it's an advantage or the disadvantage.
She gained her confidence and her life, and now she is a testimony.
If I can help you elevate yourself, then I feel like I'm elevating my own self as well. What you know and I know together can change the world.